Listen up. Before you scroll away, before you drown in another reel that tells you how to fix your life, just stop. Breathe. Because this, right here, right now, might be the one moment that reminds you why you're still fighting.
Yeah, you.
The one who's been smiling in pictures but breaking in silence. The one who's been carrying weight nobody even sees. The one who's been saying, I'm fine, when inside it feels like you're hanging by a single thread. I know you've thought about giving up. I know that thought creeps in at 2 am when the world goes quiet, when the lights are off, when it's just you and your mind, playing the highlight reel of everything that went wrong. But I'm here to tell you this, you're gonna make it. Even if you don't believe it yet. See, life isn't some polished Instagram feed or a perfect TikTok loop. It's messy. It's loud. It's days when you crush goals and nights when you can't even crawl out of bed. It's bills stacking up, relationships fading out, dreams slipping through your fingers like smoke. But the fact that you're still here means something. It means you've got more power in you than your pain wants you to see. And yeah, I'm not talking to one kind of person. I'm talking to everybody. To my brothers and sisters grinding through double shifts. To my queens raising kids and chasing peace at the same time. To the LGBTQ plus fam fighting just to exist in a world that keeps testing their light. To my black kings and queens carrying generations of weight while still building empires from dust. To every immigrant, every student, every dreamer who's been told they're not enough, this one's for you. We all got different battles, but pain? Pain is universal. It don't care about your gender, your skin tone, your pronouns, or your tax bracket. Pain visits us all. It just wears a different outfit for each of us. You ever notice how quiet the world gets right before you break? It's like time slows down and everything feels heavier. The text you've been waiting for never comes. The opportunity you prayed for goes to someone else. Your bank account dips below zero. And somehow, even the people you love don't see how close you are to falling apart. And in that silence, you start believing maybe it's your fault. Maybe you're not talented enough. Not smart enough. Not strong enough. But hear me out. That voice in your head? That's not truth. That's fear wearing your voice like a mask. Dr. Brené Brown once said, you either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness. And you've been hustling too long for something you already have. Your worth isn't earned. It's built in. But I get it. Because some days, life feels like a boxing match you never signed up for. You wake up swinging at stress, debt, loneliness, anxiety. And before noon, you've already taken a few hits. And yet somehow, you're still standing. Maybe shaking. But standing. And that counts. I remember reading something from Dr. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived the Holocaust. He said, when we can't change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. That's it. That's the code. You don't need to fix the storm. You just need to anchor yourself so it doesn't take you away. So let's be real. You've been through things that could have broken you. Heartbreaks that rewired your trust. Jobs that drained your soul. People who said forever and meant until I get bored. You've buried dreams, friends, and maybe even parts of yourself. But the fact that you still wake up? That's divine rebellion. That's your spirit saying, I'm not done yet. What if, just what if, everything that broke you was actually building you? What if the pain that crushed you was actually teaching you how to hold joy when it finally arrives? What if the nights that made you cry were the same nights that made you real? See, healing doesn't always look like crystals and affirmations. Sometimes it's just dragging yourself out of bed. Sometimes it's forgiving people who'll never apologize. Sometimes it's saying no without guilt. That's growth. That's power. And psychology backs it up. People who experience trauma and still choose to rebuild develop something called post-traumatic growth. It means you're not just surviving, you're transforming. Your brain rewires. Your values shift. Your empathy deepens. You start seeing beauty in chaos because you've lived through it. And that's why I know you'll make it. Because you already survived the version of you that thought you couldn't. But let me get real with you. You can't keep carrying everyone's pain and expect your shoulders not to collapse. You can't keep comparing your journey to filtered highlight reels and wonder why peace feels foreign. You can't keep numbing with distractions and expect your soul to heal. It's time to feel again. It's time to own your story again. Yeah, it's scary. Because healing requires honesty, and honesty hurts. It means admitting you've been pretending. It means accepting that not everyone who loves you knows how to treat you. It means forgiving yourself for the years you lost to fear. But here's the twist. Once you stop running from yourself, life starts running toward you. Opportunities appear. Energy returns. People who match your peace start showing up. And no, it's not magic, it's alignment. You finally stop chasing what was never meant for you. If you're listening to this, it means something in you still believes there's more to life. That tiny whisper inside that says, don't quit. That's your future self calling you from the other side. They're saying, keep walking, you're gonna thank yourself soon. So when life feels unbearable, pause. Don't end it. Don't give up on it. Just pause. Because sometimes the only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is one more sunrise. Now let's talk real solutions. When your mind spirals, anchor it. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. It's called box breathing. Navy SEALs use it in combat to control panic. If they can use it in war, you can use it in your daily battles. And when your thoughts attack, talk back. Challenge them like a lawyer cross-examining a liar. Is it true? Can I prove it? Is there another way to see it? That's called cognitive reframing, straight from CBT therapy. You rewire the narrative in your brain. You turn fear into facts. And don't isolate. Connection is medicine. Find your tribe. Whether it's your church, your chosen family, your people online, or that one friend who listens without fixing you. You need connection like lungs need air. You'll make it. Not because life suddenly gets easy, but because you'll get stronger, wiser, softer. You'll start to see that peace isn't found in perfection. It's found in acceptance. And joy? Joy lives in moments you stop judging yourself for being human. So I'm talking to every soul watching this. No matter where you are, what you've lost, what you've done, you're still capable of becoming something beautiful. You're still allowed to rewrite your story. You're still allowed to start over again and again and again. Because guess what? You're not behind. You're not late. You're just on your path. And paths don't come with deadlines. So, take this as your sign. Not to give up, but to glow up. Not to end it, but to evolve. Not to quit, but to pause, breathe, and then move forward again, even if it's slow. One step is still progress. One breath is still survival. One prayer is still power. And you, my friend, you are proof that resilience exists. So if nobody's told you today, I'm proud of you. You've made it through 100% of your worst days so far. And you're still showing up. That's strength. That's courage. That's you being unstoppable, even when you don't feel like it. Now, hit that subscribe, not just for the algorithm, but as a promise to yourself. A promise that you'll keep growing, keep grinding, keep healing. Because your story isn't over. It's just getting started. So get up, wipe your tears, Adjust your crown, whoever you are, however you identify. Because the world needs your light, needs your weirdness, needs your art, needs your love, needs you. And one day, you'll look back at this version of yourself and whisper, "Damn, I really made it."